The crystalline spires of the Zephyrian High Command pierced through the artificial atmosphere of their fortress world, each tower humming with the collective consciousness of a billion minds. Commander Barris stood before the towering holographic display, his forearms crossed in contemplation as he studied the tactical readout. The blue-skinned Zephyrian had conquered 17 star systems in his illustrious career, but the small yellow star marked as Sol 3 presented a puzzle that gnawed at his military mind. "The humans refuse our ultimatum again," reported Sub-Commander Maliha, her voice carrying the harmonic undertones that marked her as one of the Empire's most promising young officers. Her silver eyes flickered with data streams as she interfaced directly with the command network. 17 standard cycles since first contact, and they continue to defy the Galactic Boldest Empire's authority. Barris turned his attention to the intelligence reports scrolling across his visual cortex. Humanity, a species barely evolved beyond their planetary cradle, wielding primitive fusion technology while the Empire commanded the very fabric of spacetime. By all calculations, Earth should have surrendered within hours of their first demonstration of power. "Show me their latest response," Barris commanded, his voice resonating through the chamber's acoustic amplifiers. The hologram shimmered, revealing a human male in a simple blue uniform standing behind a wooden podium. The creature's single-colored skin and bilateral symmetry struck Barris as almost primitive, yet there was something unsettling in those dark eyes. "To the representatives of the Galactic Boldest Empire," the human began, his voice steady despite facing beings who could glass his planet with a thought. "We have received your demands for unconditional surrender. After careful consideration, the United Earth government respectfully declines. We understand you possess superior technology and numbers. We understand the logical choice is submission. However, logic has never been humanity's strongest suit." Maliha's silver eyes widened. "Commander, this makes no tactical sense. Our fleet could eliminate their resistance in mere moments." Barris studied the human's expression more carefully. There was no madness there, no desperate bravado. Instead, he recognized something that sent an unfamiliar chill through his crystalline nervous system. Absolute resolve, backed by careful calculation. The human continued. "You've studied our history, no doubt. You know we've never been particularly reasonable when faced with extinction. We've fought with sticks against energy weapons, sailed wooden ships against steel battleships, and charged machine gun nests with bayonets. Each time, superior logic suggested we should surrender. Each time, we found a way to make the cost of our defeat expensive." "Primitive defiance," Maliha muttered, but her tone carried less certainty than before. "Perhaps," Barris replied thoughtfully. "Continue the transmission. Your intelligence reports show you've conquered species more advanced than us. The ethereal collective with their matter manipulation, the Voidwalkers with their dimensional technology, all fell to your might because they were logical. They calculated odds and accepted defeat when resistance became mathematically impossible." The human's lips curved into something that might have been a smile. "But humans have a saying, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog." Barris accessed the Empire's xenobiological database. Humans, it seemed, possessed an unusually high concentration of stress hormones and neural pathways dedicated to what their scientists termed fight-or-flight responses. Unlike most sentient species who evolved to avoid conflict through intelligence and cooperation, humans had evolved as persistence predators, creatures who hunted by simply refusing to give up. "Sir?" Maliha interrupted, her voice tight with concern. "I'm receiving reports from our forward scouts. The humans they've done something to their planet." The hologram shifted to show Earth from orbit. Barris felt his breath catch in his respiratory chambers. The planet was wreathed in a network of massive orbital installations, but these weren't weapons platforms or defensive shields. They were something far more unsettling. "Those are industrial complexes," he whispered. "The humans have converted their entire planet into a war factory," Maliha confirmed, her voice hollow with disbelief. "They're not preparing to defend their world, Commander. They're preparing to lose it, and make us pay for every meter." The transmission continued with another human, this one clearly older, scarred by what their species called warfare. "You want to know what we've learned from our history? Every tyrant, every empire, every superior force that has tried to break humanity has discovered the same thing. We don't fight to win. We fight to make sure that if we're going down, we're taking you with us." Barris activated a direct channel to the Imperial High Council. This is Commander Barris, requesting immediate audience with the Prime Consciousness. Speak, came the reply, a voice composed of a trillion harmonized thoughts. The Sol 3 situation requires reconsideration. The humans present a unique threat profile. Explain. Barris gathered his thoughts carefully. Every species we've conquered possessed the wisdom to preserve themselves when faced with certain defeat. Humans appear to lack this survival instinct. They're not preparing to lose. Gracefully, they're preparing to make victory, so costly that it becomes indistinguishable from defeat. There was a pause that lasted several nanoseconds, an eternity in Imperial thought time. Are you suggesting the Galactic Boldest Empire fears a single primitive world? I'm suggesting that perhaps there are victories not worth winning, Barris replied. The humans have shown us something we've never encountered, a species that would rather burn the galaxy than kneel. The Prime Consciousness pondered this. In 17 million years of expansion, the Empire had never encountered a species that couldn't be broken through superior firepower or technological advantage. But humans, it seemed, operated on a different paradigm entirely. New orders, the Prime Consciousness declared. Mark the Sol system as politically autonomous. We shall expand around them. Maliha stared at Barris in amazement. Sir, are we actually afraid of them? Barris looked at the blue-green world spinning in the hologram, its surface now bristling with the infrastructure of absolute war. Fear? No, Maliha. But sometimes wisdom is knowing which battles are worth fighting. The humans have taught the galaxy's mightiest empire a valuable lesson. Some enemies are more dangerous when they have nothing left to lose. As the Imperial fleet began its withdrawal, Earth's response came as a final transmission, not threats or boasts, but a simple message: thank you for understanding. Humanity looks forward to future diplomatic relations. Even in victory, Barris thought, they were preparing for the next fight. Perhaps that was what made them truly terrifying.